Henry and I made some really good progress in the garden today. Got 2 of the beds cleaned up, but I need to spend a little bit of time in the greenhouse. This poor thing has basically been deserted for months. Okay, so before my camera died, I was saying that I need to take advantage of the fact that we have water stored in that tank right there that is full. We have more rain coming in this next week or so, and I need to put it into the greenhouse because I have more storage in there. So let's do that. We'll see how this goes today. Oh, it feels so much warmer in here. I went down to the studio and drew down some wire in there briefly. It was freaking cold. So I decided not to keep working because I don't have a sense of needing to abuse myself particularly. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get all this set up and we're going to fill up the barrels. Let's see what we have going on first. Mostly done. I can top that up a tiny bit, but mostly that's okay. That is full. Did we fill it up and I screwed up and forgot? I don't think so. I suppose it's possible. No, this one is not full. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is cheat a little. This is not as full as it could be. I am going to plug in this pump and take water out of this, which needs to be refilled anyway, put it in there. And that cannot be repaired, that has to be replaced. So, what I'll do is I'll fill up this tank all the way to here. That way these 2 will be completely topped up. And then I'll refill this one. And I'm going to look at the other tanks down here to see if there's anything else I can do there. So right now we're trying to figure out how to save as much water as possible. Okay. All right. Stay. Stay. This one's quite low now. It's just barely above where the spigot is. So I'm going to set that up to be filled. Okay. I'll be back when I get all the hoses set. Okay. Whew. Well, let's get almost all of the air out of there. Turning off the exit here, I checked the 2 barrels I have down there and they are full, so don't need them on any watering schedule at all. So this is just going to fill up now. Right there. And while that's filling up, I think I'm going to do a little cleanup because I just haven't had the time. So now we can make the time. Down at this end. Let's see what we can get done while we're making bubbles. Cut off the majority of this at the end of the season. This is cucumbers. I'm going to leave the tags in there so I remember what was in there, because I don't like to grow things from the same plant family in the same bucket, as a way to help avoid building up disease. And also, when you think of a particular plant family, you should think of it in terms of what the nutrient requirements are. And always taking the same nutrients out of the soil means you could wind up really short. Let's see. These are probably okay to use again. So probably, all right. Let's set them to the side. This is just going to go out in the trash pile. I have a, it's not a compost pile because it's not really rotting, although I'm sure it's rotting a little. But this is a trash pile outside the greenhouse that needs to be gotten rid of. But for now, it will do just fine to get this out the door. Now these types of irrigation things cannot be buried, so you'll see me just sort of dig them out as I go along. And these will need to be cleaned before they're used again. So I will be dipping them probably in a Clorox solution, just to make sure there's nothing icky on there. It's a technical term, icky. As far as the string is concerned, I usually look at the string and see if it's worth it or not. If it's worth it, I can always clean it up the same way with a Clorox solution. And if it's not, I'll just toss it, because, let's see, some of these, whoops, some of these are just disintegrating, which is not shocking. A couple of them are probably several years old. So, I'm watching. See how fast that's filling up. I don't want to miss. And because it's winter, when I finish with this, all the bits and pieces have to put away so that it doesn't break anything. Most importantly, the pump has to be drained. That'll go live in the utility building, which is kept above freezing. That's where our batteries live. Okay. I'm gonna go turn the water off. Okay. Well, that's it for me today. I made some progress in the cleanup. I watered that plant. Thyme, by the way, is a perennial, and it's cold hardy. At least the kind I grew is cold hardy. So this will actually go out in the yard next year, probably in a couple of different locations. We usually hedge our bets by having any specific type of plant like that we've grown be in more than one location, so if something awful happens in one location, I think I've got 3 plants in here, 3 plant clusters, so I'll probably plant that in 3 different locations in the yard so that something is likely to survive. Phew. Henry just got back from town. He had to make a run to the post office, and I've got the water tank shut off, the pump drained. I need to now put the pump into the utility building, and that's it for me today. I have some work to do in the house. Yeah. So, hopefully you've been able to see some of what I've done. We're cleaner now than we were. And the big barrel down there is full of water. That already was full of water, I just didn't know it. All 3 of these are now full of water. I need to put the insulation up on that vent again. We're cleaner. There's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that are mostly clean. They just, a couple of them need roots taken out, but that's okay. And yeah, so be sure to like and subscribe, because obviously we're going to be doing lots more. It is almost time to start seeds, and we'll be talking about what we did last year and what really made us say wow, and that's a really important concept. So until next time, bye. And don't forget to keep brainstorming, because obviously we do.